Bills Mafia, what's going on? Bills Mafia, once again, it's your boy Mac Mafia. Back for week 7. Buffalo Bills at Foxborough. What to say? Honestly speaking, ain't much to say. To keep it 100 and be completely honest with you. Like I told you guys earlier in the week, I expect our Bills to have a great game this week. I'm calling this to be the turnaround game of our season. Because putting a lot of things in perspective, and I'll get into that in a minute, but putting a lot of things into perspective, I expect this game to be the game in which the Buffalo Bills pretty much turn their season around in reference to their offense and so forth. That's just the bottom line. I understand that the New England Patriots have a top 10 defense, which I'll be honest, they're a very slow team. You know, if you look at film and if you study them, they're a very slow team. So when you take into account Josh Allen, when you take into account Stephon Diggs, when you take into account James Cook, and which we'll be touching base on these guys in a second. But when you take into account the speed that we provide, Ty Johnson, who pretty much just got promoted to the 53-man roster, when you take into account the speed that the Buffalo Bills have, and you really look at the New England defense, again, don't get me wrong, they're a top 10 defense, but when you really take a look at them, they're a very slow defense. So I don't see, honestly, how our team should struggle with them tomorrow. And I really think that our team tomorrow is the breakthrough game in which we turn our season around, in which our offense starts to click. I looked something up, right? And I took something into account, and it may explain, it may be an explanation or it may be an excuse. You guys can be the judge on that, on why our offense has looked the way they have, right? And this is what I figured out. If you look at last year's roster, the only returning receivers, right, who are back from last year, you have obviously Stephon Diggs, you have Gabe Davis, and you have Shakir. Aside from that, that receiving core is new. Deontay wasn't with us last year, and neither was Sherfield. So, and neither was Kincaid. Now, if you want to add Dawson being in our lineup as well last year, you can add that as players who pretty much received the ball from Josh Allen. But if you take into account, you got Sherfield, you got Deontay, and you got Dawson, who all came in this year with the expectancy of doing big things for the Buffalo Bills. But again, let's keep in mind that they weren't on the roster last year. So it may take a little more chemistry building. Again, remember, our boy didn't play the preseason like that as far as Josh Allen goes. So again, it may take a little more in-game action, chemistry, and to keep it 100, trust. Josh Allen may not trust him 100% just yet. That's why he's like a horse with blinders on that only sees Stephon Diggs. Again, it may be an excuse. It may be a reason. You guys be the judge of that. But I really believe in my heart of hearts that is part of the problem. Because again, like I told you guys before, Ken Dorsey, I don't think is 100% the problem. If you look at the All-22 and if you guys just study film, you see that Josh Allen's making some bad decisions. He has guys open, but he's just not checking down the board of them. So I expect our Bills to, honestly, tomorrow, I really see our guys just pretty much just coming together, and it's starting to make sense for us. I expect us to kind of spread the ball out a little bit. I expect Cook to get a little love. I expect our tight ends to get love. The Patriots struggled with, what's the boy's name from Vegas last week with their tight end. They struggled with Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer got him for 6. He was targeted 6 times, 5 receptions, and he got him for 75 yards. He was the leading receiver on their team last week. So I expect our boys to look to spread out the ball tomorrow. And again, just get busy. Honestly speaking, I expect our boys to get busy tomorrow. I think tomorrow's going to be the game, like I told you guys before, that we're going to look back later on in the season. We're going to say, holy shit, that was the game that we started clicking on all cylinders. I really do. Because again, even though we're going against a top 10 defense, the Patriots is a very slow team, and the Patriots don't really offer much. I'm gonna go into some numbers in a little bit that will probably make you agree with me, or you probably may not agree with me. But again, like I said, I'm gonna tell you what I see, right? And I'm gonna tell you what I want. One thing I do want is I want our boys to get out to a fast start, because it's a short week. We back on Thursday Night Football. So we have to get off to a fast start. We have to click on all cylinders. Defense has to do what they do. Offense has to do what they do. Special teams have to do all three phases have to do what they do. And by the time, I'm not saying take your foot off the gas, but what I'm saying is by the time it's the end of the third quarter, or pretty much late in the second half to the fourth quarter, we need to be looking to put some of our second screens, our third screen, some of our subs in there, be taking out Josh, stuff like that. Because again, it's a short week, so we need to get our boys back because we're back. We got to fly out to Tampa and we got to play the Patriots or the Buccaneers. So let's get out to a fast start. Let's kick them in their face early. And again, not saying pack up, but let's at least start getting our shit together. So by the time the game's over, we up out of there and we ain't got to worry about nothing. Because again, it's a short week and we need to be ready to play Thursday Night Football. So hopefully that's their mindset. Hopefully that's what they're going with. And hopefully they see things the way I see it. Again, there's no reason why I'm going to say this, despite their top 10 defense, there's no reason why we should struggle with them tomorrow. There's no reason whatsoever. We also have some things at stake tomorrow. As we know, our AFC East rivals, which is the Miami Dolphins, they have a big game tomorrow night on Sunday Night Football. They playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who are capable of handing them an L. So again, check this out. This shit plays out the way it's supposed to, right? The Buffalo Bills hand the New England Patriots their ass. The Philadelphia Eagles hand Miami Dolphins their ass. And now the Bills are in full possession of first place. Why? Because we hold, even though we have the same record, but as of right now, we hold that tiebreaker because we beat them. So again, there's a lot at stake tomorrow, guys. And again, if handled our business correctly, there's no reason why we shouldn't be in first place come tomorrow, Monday morning, because that game for the Dolphins is late. So there's no reason why we shouldn't be in first place. Again, but we have to take care of business first tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And again, like I told you guys before, let's just go in there, hand them their ass early. Take them out the game early, man. Take them out the game early and pull our guys out somewhere in that game, some way, somehow. Get that score out of hand some way, somehow. Like I told you guys in the last video, by 137, I want to be chilling. We up 14-0, and that's what it is. But again, we have to sit up there, get them out the game early, take them out the game early, and then we can rest our boys. But let's take the fight out of these Patriots early, right? That's that. Again, like I told you guys, man, we just pretty much touching on stuff we already know. But for the most part, it's a big game. Even though it don't seem like a big game, again, it's a division game, which is another opportunity to get another win in the division, which is one we expected already, but it's a must win, right? Belichick, expect him to probably try to come out and double team Steph. Expect that. You know, Belichick has been known for making you win left-handed. What he pretty much does is he'll take your A-man and he pretty much makes you win without him. He puts you in a position where you have to play without your A guy. But Belichick, if there's one player that's been Belichick proof to that, it's Stephon Diggs, and I'll tell you why I say that in a minute. But that's what Belichick looks to do. He looks to pretty much just take your main guy from you, and he says, you know what, I'm going to take your main guy from you. You're going to have to beat me with the other players on the field because he ain't going to do nothing. They did that last week to Devontae Adams. They double-teamed him the whole game, right? But again, Stephon Diggs is Belichick proof, 1,000,000%, right? So that's that on that. I'm going to get into these numbers right now. Check this out, right? Well, I'll tell you, Stephon Diggs is Belichick proof. J.C. Jackson's they stud, right? That's they star cornerback. They got him back from the Chargers when Gonzalez went down again. So that's they stud. They went out and they got him again. They feeling good about him, right? And J.C. Jackson is pretty good. Since 2020, let's run down Stephon Diggs' numbers against J.C. Jackson. All right? The last 6 games since 2020. Stephon Diggs got him 6 catches for 92 yards, 9 catches for 145 yards, with 3 touchdowns. 4 catches for 51 yards. 7 catches for 85 yards, 1 touchdown. 7 catches for 91 yards, 1 touchdown. 7 catches for 104 yards, 1 touchdown. So you got a total of 6 touchdowns in 6 games. I ain't even add up the yards. I should have did that though. I honestly should have added up how many yards he got altogether. But yeah, he got him for 92 yards, 145 yards, 51 yards, 85 yards, 91 yards, 104 yards. He killed him. And that's your ace. So again, like I told you guys, Stephon Diggs is probably the only one that's Belichick proof, man. Again, he's been very, very successful in taking away your A guy and having you beat him left-handed. That plan has worked for him forever. It's his go-to. He takes you, whoever your guy is, he says, all right, this is your guy. You're going to beat me with anybody but him. And if that is the case, and for some reason tomorrow, we see that come into play, Gabe Davis, both our tight ends, Dawson, because we seen what the Vegas Raiders did to them last week with their tight end, James Cook. Just our offense as a whole should be ready to step up and kill him. There's no reason why we should not kill him, and there's no reason why, because again, we are more than capable. Right? So let's not even get into that shit, man. Because, again, if we have to get in, or I have to convince you guys, or I have to convince myself on why Gabe Davis, Cook, Kincaid, Knox, Hardy, and all these guys are capable, shit, then you know what? Then we doing the wrong thing. If we can't just sit up there and say, yo, our guys are capable and that's that, bottom line, and leave it at that, and we all agree on that. If I have to convince y'all and I have to convince myself, then shit, we got a problem. Our team ain't as good as we think we are. And again, we as good as we know we as good as we think we are. We really are. So we shouldn't have a problem with them. As far as the O-line, I'm not impressed with that. They have pretty much, in the last 6 games, they've put 4 different combinations of O-lines together. 4 different, listen, they winging it. They desperate. They're trying to figure it out. Again, we went over Bill Belichick's numbers without Brady. And you guys, I'm sure you guys agree, they ain't good. So this man is the dangerous part about them is that this man, again, he's dangerous for me. And don't get it twisted. This man just ain't become dumb overnight. So he still could put some stuff out his sleeve, but he don't have the personnel the way he once did. But again, that ain't never a reason to sleep on anybody, especially not in the NFL, because they get paid on that side of the ball as well. But again, he's reaching. Part of that O-line combination, he's pretty much put together. He's even thrown undrafted rookies in there. So again, the last 6 games, he's thrown pretty much 4 different line combinations, O-line combinations, even including undrafted rookies. So again, they desperate. We should be able to get to the quarterback. I don't see how our boy Floyd goes up against, what's this boy's name? He goes against Lowe. If they leave things the way they are, Lowe's their right tackle. If they leave things the way they are, Floyd should kill. Remember I told you guys when you watched the game, Floyd should have a field day tomorrow. I expect Floyd to go bananas. He should kill him. But as a whole, I expect our team to just kill him on a defense. Because why? Mac Jones is a system quarterback who pretty much needs things in order for him to operate. And that one of those things in order, Mac Jones needs a running game. If Mac Jones does not have a running game, Mac Jones is not a successful quarterback. Now, with that being said, expect Bill Belichick, with the absence of Ed Oliver and Daquan Jones being out, and them pretty much expect Bill Belichick to try to run the ball up the middle. Expect it. Expect him to try to run the ball on us up the middle. And again, like I told you guys, if that was to happen, they have success in it, Mac Jones now becomes a better quarterback, and now we have to account to Mac Jones. But if Mac Jones don't have a running game, Mac Jones ain't shit. But Bill Belichick will try. Being that Ed Oliver's out, being that Daquan Jones is out, I promise you, Bill Belichick is going to try to get that run game established early. And they haven't been successful. That's why Mac Jones' numbers are the way they are. They have not been successful running the ball. The New England Patriots have had 8 runs this whole season go for 10 or more yards. 8 runs go for 10 or more yards. They have not been successful running the ball, and they have not been getting much, right? So with that being said, expect our boys to feel some pressure up the middle and them trying to run the ball on us. As far as the air, they ain't got much of a threat. They're not much of a threat. Yeah, they got tight ends or whatever. Who's over there? I don't even know if he's playing tomorrow. Hunter and what's the other boy's name? I can't remember now. But again, it's not enough, man. It's not enough. Kendrick Bourne is their best. Is their best threat. Is their A-man. And again, honestly speaking, he's like a tier 3 receiver. So there's no reason why our boys should struggle on defense tomorrow at all. I really don't see it. Again, like I told you guys, Bill Belichick's key to opening the game will be trying to run the ball and get the run game established, and something they haven't been successful in doing this whole year. With that being said, being that Ed Oliver's out and Daquan Jones is out, expect our boys Jordan Phillips and Puma Ford to get a lot of burn tomorrow. Jordan Phillips, we know that's our guy. We love him. We love that dude. The energy that dude brings. He's just about that life. He's just a wild boy, and we love it. We embrace that. We embrace that. Football's a contact sport. He don't shy away from it, and he lets you know he ain't shying away from it. Again, he embraces it, and he talks shit while doing it. And for anybody who plays the sport, that's what you love, and that's what you do, right? Now, as far as Puma Ford, that to me, I like that dude. A lot of Bills fans may not know about him. A lot of people may not know about him. But again, that dude he's roughly about 5'11", but they got him listed at 6 feet. And he's about 311 pounds. Dude is built like a fire hydrant. And strong as hell. And the dude is a run stuffer. And watch this. His numbers don't jump off the charts because I believe he was an undrafted agent in 2000. Undrafted free agent in 2000 and what is 18, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2018. So to date, he's put together six and a half sacks and 164 tackles. Those numbers don't jump off the chart. Those numbers ain't nothing you're gonna run after. Those numbers ain't nothing nobody going crazy over, right? Trying to get. But what you don't understand is you need people like that because he pretty much makes other people on the line better. Because when you got somebody of that stature who's built like a fucking fire hydrant, other people on that line become that much better. And you need people like that. Again, people don't see his value because you don't see what he brings to the table, right? If you're not paying attention. You don't see, if you're not studying film and you're not paying attention like that, if you're just watching the game just to watch the game, you don't really see a dude like that value. He's almost like I don't even know why I said this because I know I'm not gonna remember his name. If y'all remember his name, just write it on the comments. He came over from Carolina with Sean McDermott and them. He was like a Hawaiian dude. He ain't do shit, but he was just like a big body. And damn. And we paid him a bag of money. We gave him a whole lot of money and they didn't even get our money's worth when it came to him, because even when it came down to COVID, he was one of the players that decided to sit out. He didn't want to play. I could not remember his name. He was a defensive tackle. He wasn't Hawaiian, but he was like from like one of those islands. I can't remember his name. But again, he was the type of player who made people around him better. Because again, if you ain't pay attention to him, he was able to sit up there, get his hands on the quarterback or get his hands on the running back. But if rather if you paid attention to but if you didn't pay attention, if you paid attention to him, the dudes around him will kill you because you paid so much. He drew so much attention. What the hell's his name? I can't remember. I'm playing myself by even trying to remember. I have you guys here for the next 4 hours trying to remember this. I can't remember. But anyway, listen. Bottom line is this, man. Forget about that. If you guys remember his name, just let me know his name. Just type it in. Oh, shit, I don't know. We'll forget it, right? But listen, expect a big game from my boys tomorrow, man. I don't think we're gonna lack for anything. Like I told you guys before, about 1:37, I think we should all be on the couch, relaxing, enjoying the game, finish eating whatever the hell it is that we eating, and we have to kick them in the face early. So again, once it's by the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, we can start putting in some of our subs, so some of our guys can get a head start on their rest, and so we can start looking forward to the Bucks come Thursday night. So we should be okay, man. I'm not worried. Like my other video said, I refuse to be worried about the fucking Patriots. That ain't happening no more. It's over for that. But that's that. All right, so Bills Mafia. Once again, I'll get on tomorrow quick. Let you guys know who, as far as the actives and inactives, I'll get on real quick before the game. Let you guys know that. Again, I love y'all. Give me feedback. Let me know what y'all think. And I'm still trying to remember his name, to be honest with you, but it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I'm playing myself. It ain't gonna happen. Almost, cause I can see his face, but I can't. He wore 98, if I'm not mistaken. He wore 98. If his name comes to you, please let me know, cause it's gonna kill me. I ain't even gonna look it up. I'm gonna see one of y'all can come up with it. But he wore 98. I don't know. But again, Bills Mafia. That's that. I'll speak to y'all tomorrow before the game come on. And like I said, expect big things from our offense. Tomorrow's the get right game. We're gonna click, things start falling into place. Josh Allen start to develop a trust for some of his new receivers. And tomorrow should start clicking for us on all cylinders. So expect big things. All right. Again, remember, as I always told you guys, well, not as I always tell you guys, but as I started telling you guys, and I'm going to continue to tell you guys, drink your water, eat your veggies, and when it comes to the Buffalo Bills, mind your business. Let's go Buffalo.